Something in your life calls you to awaken to your spiritual journey. And since you awaken to your spiritual journey, you know that you're a divine spiritual being residing in a human temporary body. But you also know that in knowing this, you start to study the law of attraction. And when you start to study the law of attraction, you start to see yourself as a manifester. And when you start to see yourself as a manifester, you start setting some goals. Now, since you set that goal, since you wrote down that desire, a week in, a month in, 2 months in, applying the knowledge you know from the law of attraction in order to manifest what you want. 3 months down, you're starting to get into a rut. You start to become uncertain if it's going to happen for you. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 key tips when you start to feel uncertain. And knowing these tips, seeing the signs as you apply these tips, will literally give you the leverage to go through your life fearlessly and to never fear the unknown. Welcome back, awakened ones, to another episode on the Love of Wisdom with this short series I'm calling Deep Thoughts with Brittany, as I share with you all the wisdom that my guides give to me, and I receive it and channel this message so I can assist you on your spiritual journey. But if you're new to this channel, my name is Brittany Fontanez. What I do is I assist people in awakening to their power so they can find their infinite love within. On this channel, I speak about metaphysical, spirituality, self-development content, and honestly, so much more that my guides feel compelled to share with you. So if you're already watching this video and you enjoy content just like this, smack that like button, because this is going to be a good ass video anyways. And if you truly feel that content just like this really does assist you to propel you to the best version of yourself, smack that subscribe button. And after you subscribe, hit that notification button so you can be notified of when I post videos like this, so you can be ready for content that is going to assist you, as I post videos 3 times out the week. And lastly, follow me on Instagram, as I post daily for everyone's betterment, upliftment, so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are and for who you are becoming. This is a beautiful message that my guides have given to me, and I'm so grateful. I'm going to share it with you guys. So let's jump right into this. See, like I said in the beginning, when you awaken to your spiritual journey, you start to learn so much about the universe. You start to learn so much about yourself. And then you start to learn about the law of attraction. Now, this is where people get mixed up. This is where you will notice where your faith lies, is when you start study of the law of attraction. Because here's the thing. A lot of people, some people who don't do the inner work first, and some people who do the inner work first, no matter what, there comes a point where certain people, they do whatever they can to apply the knowledge of law of attraction, to apply the deeds they need to do in order to manifest the desires that they ask for. And knowing that you write down your desire, you write down your goals, and a week could pass by, a month could pass by, 2 months could pass by, 3, a year. Sometimes within the mark of 3 months, people, no, not even 3 months, 2 months, excuse me, they literally start to doubt. They start to feel so uncertain if it's going to happen for them. They start to feel uncertain that what they ask for is not going to come through to them. When you write down a desire or a goal and you start to become uncertain of it, even though you are doing the inner work, when you start to become uncertain of it, here are these 3 key tips I want you to remember when you feel uncertain. And the first tip is, when you start to feel uncertain, like I said, I had to write these down because, I can't remember all this good shit, man. Gotta write it all down for y'all. First one is, this one. Not trusting means you don't believe that the impossible is possible for you. You will know that you're not trusting the process when you start to feel agitated, when you start to feel annoyed, when you start to have these thoughts of, I've never received this before, so how dare I have the audacity to think that I'm ever going to receive it if I never had it? So how dare me believe in the impossible? When you have thoughts like that, that's when you know you are not trusting the process. The reason why trusting the process is so vital when you're manifesting is because you have to understand, in the process of manifesting, of becoming the best version of yourself, you have to learn to enjoy the elevation, the growth, the becoming of yourself, the shedding of the old conditions that you have believed in, to resurrect and reincarnate yourself into a new physical, not just physical essence, but a new personality. Like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, in order to change your life, you have to change your reality. You have to change your personality. Once you change your personality, that's when your personal reality starts to change. Now, when you're aware that you're not trusting, the one thing that you have to understand when feeling uncertain is that when you trust, you're letting the universe know that no matter what, I am taken care of. No matter what, I am worthy of the invisible force that takes care of the whole universe. I trust and surrender to that force, because since the force has created everything that is in my physical apparatus, even the things I can't control, then that means I do have the privilege and the worthiness to surrender to this force, to give it everything, to give it my all. Because when you can trust in God, when you trust in the universe or the higher power or your higher self, whatever you believe in, when you trust in that force, you have something to believe in. You have something to look forward to. You have something to make you feel protected and secure. And when you put pure conviction and trusting in that force, oh man, you're unstoppable. Because someone who truly, solely believes in something is someone who can't be shaken out of that belief. So when you trust in your own beliefs and your own words, and knowing that your words have prospering power, man, you trust your universe. You trust yourself. And here's another thing I want to share. Good shit, good shit. I'm adding to this first tip. This is a bonus one to this first tip, even though this video just started. And that is, don't defend your old story. Just don't. When you defend your old story, you're not trusting in the fact in your new story. You're just not. So instead of defending your old story, uplift your desires. Uplift your desires. Know that you are equipped with the power to uplift yourself, to uplift your life, to bless your life, to bless yourself, to bless your problems, but to bless your blessings as well. So that's the first tip, is being aware that when you're aware that you're not trusting, then that's when you'll want to shift into living in your power, and to really falling in love with the uplifting of your better self. So let's jump right into the second tip. The second tip, when you start to feel uncertain, and that second tip is, this is a good one. This is a really important one too. Stop taking forced action, and just take action when you feel inspired. That's what I do. When I make these videos, I don't just make these videos because I want to make them. These messages, these ideas just don't pop up all the time. They come out of nowhere. And when I feel that trigger, that intention to, speak it, I speak it. But I do it when I feel inspired. Because the reason why this can be so continuous in the spiritual community, especially people who are just awakening or people who are don't know how to trust the process. This happens a lot. We take a lot of forced action trying to make things happen because when we think the more action we take, the quicker our success or our manifestation comes. That is far from the truth. And the reason why it's far from the truth is because it's all about vibration. It doesn't matter how much action you take. There's a lot of people who take action not feeling inspired and still don't get the results that they want because their vibration is not in alignment with what they want to create. It's about vibration. It's not about action. But here's a beautiful part. You can take inspired action when you are aligned. The only way inspired action can conjure itself up is when you are in alignment. And here's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that when you are in alignment and you take inspired action, your manifestation comes quicker. I'm just saying that you start to just let the process be and you enjoy your present moment. Because when you take inspired action, you're taking action at your best self, when you are your best self. You want to take action when you're best self, because when you take inspired action when you're at your best self, you give your best. When you give your best, people feel that best. And when they feel the best coming from you, they want to be their best too. And here's a beautiful thing. When you're at your best, you're giving your best and you make people feel that they're at their best and they should be at their best, the universe wants to give its best to you. So it can start pouring an avalanche of abundance onto you. So take inspired action. When you feel like there's a nudge within you, like I need to do this, I need to do this. Sometimes that happens to me. When I don't do a video throughout the week, sometimes my heart, my soul be nudging to me, make a video, make a video, make a video, make a video. I got the message, make a video. When you feel that, that's when you take action. Because guess what? When you take inspired action, you're adding to the positive momentum. That positive momentum is the thing that's going to make your manifestation flow into your life. And not only that, when you take inspired action, you're aware that when you're in your joy, when you're in your passion, you know that this that elevated emotion is going to be the reason why everything comes to you quicker. Because those who manifest are joyful. They're joyful in the process. That's how it works. So don't force action, because when you force action, that's you not trusting, that's you not believing, that's you not letting the universe do its part. And lastly, it just shows that you don't trust in your abilities. You don't trust in your divine timing. And you have to, because like I said in my past videos, you have to grow into the person that knows that they can receive what you have asked for. You can't just not be ready for something and expect it to come to you. That's not how it works. So take inspired action when you feel the calling to go at your passion. Don't take forced action, because it's going to lead you to finding misery in your passion. And your passion should make you feel blissed out. It shouldn't make you miserable or make you feel like it's work. So, last tip when feeling uncertain. Last tip. See if I can read this. Ooh, this one's a good one. This one's a real good one. I like this a lot when my guides send me this message. Third tip, when you start to feel uncertain, have a curious heart, not a closed mind. And the reason why I didn't say open mind is because this world is too analytical. We're too action oriented. We're too physical matter oriented. No. When you have an open heart, man, the heart is the most powerful source in our entire body. Without the heart, that mind can't even operate. That's serious. So here's the thing. And not only that, the heart was the first thing created in the body before anything else. So the reason why I say have an open heart is because when the heart is open, that's where the treasure really is. That's where vulnerability lies, bliss lies, divinity, joy, unconditional love. That's where the magic really is in your heart. And when a heart is open, when a heart is open, that means the soul is soaring in its perfection. And not only that, when you have an open heart, you will start to travel in the curiosities that you have. Because when you start to feel uncertain, you start to have a closed heart and a closed mind, what makes you start creating illusions, what makes you create so much disclarity that you don't know which way to go. It's so foggy because you're just so uncertain because you have a closed mind and a closed heart. Anyone who has a closed mind and a closed heart is oblivious to their own bullshit and don't know what they want and don't know where to head. But when you have an open mind and you have an open heart, you start to become curious about what life wants to teach you. You start to be curious about who you really are inside. You start to become so curious that you want to travel within the temple that is your very soul, so you can discover the beauty, the magnificence that lies within you that you have been hidden from for so many years. When you start to feel uncertain, keep an open mind, keep an open heart, because when you do, you will allow yourself to get assistance from your guidance. You will allow yourself to shed that fear, to walk into your curiosity with such excitement because you're learning the amazing things that this universe is equipped with and has equipped you with. Keep a curious heart, because a curious heart is a person who knows what they want. And when someone knows what they want, they take risk. And risk comes from someone who is so excited and curious about the unknown that they do not feel uncertain. They feel certain when they go through their path. Even though they don't know what's happening, even though they don't know what's going to happen next, they're excited because they know they have that intention that everything is always working out for them. So that's how you have to be. Have a curious heart, because a curious heart knows what they want. And when someone knows what they want, they will take risks, and fear doesn't even exist to them. If anything, it's just a stepping stone in order to help them move 10 times closer to their blessing. So have a curious heart, not a closed mind. So those were my 3 tips when feeling uncertain. And when you apply these tips and they help you be mindful of how you're acting towards yourself and how you are in your environment into this world, you're giving yourself the tools in your toolbox so you can keep building and keep building and keep building with no hesitation, no pain, no fear, just nothing but clarity, conviction, and so much excitement. Because this journey is about joy. It's about excitement to see who you are meant to become when you tap into your unlimited potential. So let these tips assist you when you go through the pathway of your own journey, when you start to feel uncertain. And I guarantee you that these tips will assist you, because they have helped me keep breaking these limiting beliefs so I can become the fearless, divine being I know I'm meant to be. And I know when you apply these tips, I'm just excited to see who you grow into. So no need to feel uncertain about your path, because you're right where you need to be. Just get out of your own way and start to believe that you are right where you need to be, and everything is divinely taking care of itself. So I want to leave you guys with the affirmation. Say this affirmation for a week, 3 times out the day, and comment in this video of how you feel after you say this affirmation. And that is, I am always divinely guided to my blessings every day. Say this for a whole week, every day, 3 times a day, I guarantee you that fear will go away to the point you won't even feel uncertain. You feel so certain that you know where you need to go that, oh, you just trust the process and you just start flying. So those are my tips for today. If they resonated with you, if you feel like they assist you, if you just enjoyed this damn video, smack that like button. And after you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and I greatly appreciate you for your subscription as well. And lastly, hit that notification button so you can be notified of when I post videos so I can assist you on your spiritual journey. And lastly, follow me on Instagram so I can uplift you and inspire you, because I want you to win. And I want you to feel the same way about yourself. So that was my message for today. Follow me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and on the next one, I'll see you on the next one, you guys. With bliss and love, I adore who you are. Namaste.